What's going on, everybody? Blue Lade here, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, guys, I'm going to be showing you all how to make an awesome Minecraft thumbnail for your own Minecraft videos. Now, this video was made upon request from a fellow viewer slash subscriber named JayZeroGaming, so shout out to you, man, for this awesome request. So first off, guys, you're gonna need to take notes. Take notes however you can to make sure that you guys can really follow along and remember how to use these tips or tricks or whatever to make your own thumbnails for your videos, because there's a bit to it. There's a few things that we're gonna go through that you guys may have never known was possible for Photoshop if you have Photoshop. So yeah, first of all, guys, we are using Photoshop CS6, so if you don't have Photoshop, this might not be the best tutorial for you, but if you are, perfect. So yes, just take notes, guys, and you guys should all be okay. Second thing, first of all, guys, in my thumbnails, you're gonna notice that these characters right here play a very important part in my thumbnails. 99% of the thumbnails that I make, well, let me back up. Let me rephrase myself. Every Minecraft video I make is always going to have this one of these characters in it. Except for my mythical chest openings, they don't really have these animated characters, but gameplay videos, they're always going to have these animated characters in them. Now, to make this, you're going to need a program called Cinema 4D. So that's the second big, that's the second big thing, okay, about this video. You're going to need Cinema 4D. If you don't have Cinema 4D, I don't really know what to tell you then. I really don't know what to tell you, because that plays a big part in my thumbnails, and that's really how I make mine. And so, if you don't have that, I don't really know what to tell you guys. If you don't, I'll try to link you guys to I'll try to give you guys my Cinema 4D. I'll try to make a copy for you guys and put it on Mediafire or something. No promises though. If I do, I'll put an annotation in the top of the video. If I didn't, I just won't put a annotation. So anyway, guys, so yes, you do need Cinema 4D for this tutorial. So let's go ahead and begin. So first off, you're going to want to get a background. I just chose this one before we started the video. I just went ahead and put it in here. That sounded wrong. But yeah, this is basically a survival games background. So as you can tell, we're just going to make a survival games, thumbnail, just as an example. Also, guys, if you don't have Photoshop and you really are wanting Photoshop, I will try to also link that to a Mediafire sort of link or something. I don't really know. Again, if I did, I will put an annotation next to Cinema 4D for you guys saying I did, or you can just check the description, either one. But alright, so once we have the background for our thumbnail, what we want to do is first go ahead and start animating the character. So this really comes down to your imagination. You really have to think out, how do I want my what do I want my character to be doing? What do I want the characters on the photo or on the thumbnail to be doing? Do I want my character to be in a happy mood? Do I want him to be in an angry mood? Do I want him to be irritated? Or confused? What do I want my character or characters to, be feeling? What is the emotional facial expression that I want them to have? So in survival games, it's a pretty intimidating game. It's a PvP game. You're feeling intimidated by all the other opponents. You want to kill them. You want to get their loot and all that. So I'm gonna go for more of an angry, game face, intimidating look. So what we're gonna first start by doing is we're gonna go to this custom skin. Also, guys, I'm using a rig by Weedlion. It's the Weedlion skin Minecraft Steve rig. If you guys don't have that, I will try my best to link you to the skin rig so you guys can download it for yourselves. Again, I don't know if I'll be able to do that. I will try my hardest. Again, if I did, I'll put yet another annotation on screen for you guys. So yes, you do have to download a lot of stuff for this. It's not easy, guys. It's complicated. But yes, once you have the skin rig open, you're gonna go to custom skin right here, and you're gonna click on these three little dots. Once you do that, you're gonna go to your files, and you're gonna find your skin rig. Okay, now mine's gonna be under textures, where I have all my other skins at and other character skins I typically use for videos. Where is my skin? Okay, blue laid skin right here. Okay, so there we go. My skin has been loaded onto the rig, and this is my skin right here, guys. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna change the eye color, because my eye color is not that dark of a blue. It's more of a lighter blue on the skin. So we're gonna make it about like that. There we go. That looks about right. Okay, so we want to have our guy have like a really angry face. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna click on the Steve Rig Custom Skin tab right here, and then right here you see a like little mouth square thing with like a dot in the middle. This is gonna allow you to adjust the mouth movements. So if you want like the character to be frowning, you move it all the way down here. If you want him to be kind of like smirking, like a cool guy smirk, you do it like that. If you just want him to be smiling, you do it like that. And then you can also adjust the different aspects of the mouth. You can like adjust like different things with the mouth. So you can like make it smaller, like not as wide. You can make it really wide. You can make him like freaking be grinning, like extra creepy. That's like the rape face right there. It's like that's like seriously the rape face. I'm gonna rape you. That's disturbing. Anyway, back to the non creepiness. We're gonna make him kind of like this, and then we're gonna have his mouth open. So we're gonna have him like kind of frowning, but with his mouth open. Let's kind of make his teeth kind of close together, like he's biting his teeth, like argh. There we go. So now it comes down to the eyebrows. The eyebrows are what really make the angry expression pop out. So we're gonna make his eyebrows, oops, not like that. Let's fix those eyebrows right there. Hold on. There we go. Okay. We're gonna make the eyebrows kind of go down like that. So there we go. Look at that. He looks angry. Arrgh, he looks so angry. Looks like someone just took his cake. Okay. So now what you're gonna do is we need to get our guy into his position. So we're gonna click on this like little starfish thing up here, thingy-mobobber. Looks like Patrick Star, not really. And then we're just gonna click on each individual limb and make him like, in a pose or whatever. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna adjust his arms. We're gonna have his arms like out like that. So we're gonna have him actually holding something in just a bit. We're gonna have his other arm. Oops, that's not how you wanna do that. Okay, we're gonna have his other arm back here like so, and have him out like that. Then we're gonna have him kind of bent over. That sounded weird, but trust me, this is not a dirty video. This is not rated R. This is not 50 Shades of Grey here, guys. Trust me. I would not do that to you. Oh, Jesus. This is starting to get really dirty. This is really starting to get pretty R-rated here. We're gonna have him look up real quickly. So he's gonna be like looking up like this. And now what we need to do is we need to adjust his legs. So spread them bad boys all out for them other bad boys, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna make him hold some weapons and wear some armor. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna click on this tab. We're gonna scroll down here until we find right here, until we find the armor tab. So we're gonna have him have a helmet, chest plate, leggings, and boots. Of course, you can change the color of this. So if you want to make it iron, you just change it to white, and it would look like iron. Or we're gonna keep it on blue, which is gonna make it look like diamond. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna click on the tab again, make sure it's selected, and we're gonna go down until we see tools. Now this is where you're going to make the character hold whatever tools or weapons you want him to have. However, please note, I'm sorry for the squeaky chair if you guys do by any chance hear that. It's a very obnoxious chair. I've been intending to fix it, but I just haven't gotten around to it. So I'm sorry. Just deal with it, okay? I'm sure you guys have had to deal with a lot worse. Like, you guys have to deal with me, okay? I'm sure you can deal with a little squeaky chair. Anyway, something you should know is that you guys cannot change the color of these tools. They are only iron tools, I believe. So yes, you have an iron sword, iron pickaxe, iron everything. So yeah, you have a iron sword here, and let's have him hold. Actually, let's have him hold the iron sword in his left hand and have him hold an axe in his other. So this is how we're gonna have him so far. Okay, we're gonna have him kind of like this, like charging like that. Okay. We might actually want to move his eyes up, so we're gonna click on the tab again and like move his eyes up like he's kind of looking at someone, because his head's kind of there we go. His head's kind of tilted down in a way, so he'd be kind of like looking up, you know, at someone. Excuse the squeaky chair for just a second, guys. Just kind of moving my leg. My leg's falling asleep. I have it crossed. That sounded wrong. So that's pretty much how you make the animated character. That's pretty much him right now. What we're going to do, however, is we're going to go and click on Edit Render Settings. We're going to go to Save. We're going to go to File, and we're going to choose where we want to save this at. So we're just going to save it on the desktop. We're going to name it something. Let's name it Tutorial. Click Save. For the format, we're going to make it a PNG. And then this is the very important part, guys. This is how you're going to get rid of the background of this character. You're going to click on Alpha Channel. Make sure you click on Alpha Channel. If you do not, it's not going to work properly. And it's going to be a big hassle. You guys are going to want to freaking drink bleach or something. It's not going to be a happy moment. So just be sure you click on Alpha Channel. Go ahead and click the exit button. Exit button. I don't know if I said that right. It sounded like I kind of said button. I think that's what I said. I don't know. You're gonna click the little X button. You guys saw it. Once you have all these settings complete, go ahead and click that, and then you're gonna click on the one directly to the left of it. So click that. It's gonna render out your character rig, or your character stance or overlay or whatever you want to call it. Now notice it has the back, like the black background to it. But watch, guys. If we go back to Photoshop. We go to File, Place. Those are all the thumbnails you guys just saw. We're going to go and find tutorial.png. As you guys can see, there is no black background. That is because we chose Alpha Channel during the edit. What? Okay, apparently I'm going to end the video, guys. Jesus Christ, like I can't even speak. So we're gonna kind of adjust our character here. So there we go, we have our character adjusted. We might want to make him a bit bigger. Size does matter in this case. And we're gonna click enter. So there we go. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna start adding some text in. Okay, we're gonna add text saying survival games, and we're gonna kind of make this kind of a bit bigger. I'm going to change the font, however, because the font does not look good. Let's actually remove games and just leave survival just for the time being. We're going to change freaking horn. Let's just take a moment, guys. Did you guys just hear that? You hear how many horns it took? Like, beep, 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 beep. Like, really? How many beeps does it take to get someone out of their house and get in a car? The world may never know. Apparently it takes freaking like 1,500 out there. So I don't know. Let me know your guys' answers. How many horns does it take to get someone to walk out of their house and get in a car? For me, it takes one. I mean, like, seriously, you hear a beep beep and you're expecting someone, your ride's there. Walk out. Like, seriously, come on. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and we're going to choose a different font. That one looks pretty sexy. That one looks really, really sexy. We're going to choose that one. We're going to go ahead and kind of we're going to have it behind his head a bit. So it's going to look like he's standing in front of the letters. So survival. We're going to change the color of it. We're going to go to blending options, stroke, and let's put this on about 9. That should do 9. Now let's go back to the text tool and we're gonna do games. We're gonna size it up a bit. There we go, that looks good. change the style of it, the color. We're gonna go to stroke. We're gonna make it 9. Okay, there we go. So doesn't that look sexy, guys? We might actually bump the survival out from behind the character a bit, probably about right there, and then there we go. So we have survival games here, guys. Now of course you can change the color of it. You guys don't have to have it like this, but you know, it just, to me, that looks pretty cool. That looks pretty good. Oops, we actually made it. We made a boo-boo there. All right, we're gonna click on games. We're gonna add an exclamation mark. There we go. There we go. That looks horrible. Does that doesn't look good. Let's take that off. So yes, there is the survival games. Now what we're gonna do to make this look a bit better is we're gonna blur out the background. So we're gonna select the background layer. We're gonna go to filter. We're gonna go to render, or not render. Sorry, we're gonna go to blur, field blur, and we're gonna blur out the background a bit. Okay. So let's get this going. Okay. Let's we're gonna make the blur. That looks about good. 25. We're gonna click OK, and wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Blur. There we go. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put a stroke around our character overlay. So we're going to go to the character layer. Going to go to stroke. We're going to change the color of the stroke to white. And then we're going to size the stroke up a bit. So to probably about maybe... Probably about 13. That looks about good. That looks pretty good. Let's actually move survival out a bit. And then put games right there. Let's actually make games a bit smaller. There we go. There we go. All right. Now what we're going to do is we're going to actually go to here. Yes, I was on YouTube. Don't judge me. Okay, we're going to actually look up. Let's see. Let's look up the survival games logo. Now this is a pretty good logo to look up, guys, because you have like the little creeper. It's like the parody logo of the actual Hunger Games thing. This is actually pretty cool. I'd highly recommend getting this and putting it in the thumbnail as well if you're making a survival games thing. But yeah, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna select our wand, our magic wand tool, and we're gonna just click on the white background. So anything that's not what you want to keep, you just do that. You click delete, and voila, we have a PNG creeper badge thing. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna size that up a bit. Let's see, let's go ahead and tilt that a bit. We're gonna put it behind the survival and games and have it about like that. So that looks pretty cool. That looks pretty cool. We're gonna go to stroke, and we're gonna try to make. I don't even know if this would look good. Would it look good? Does that look good, guys? Jesus. All right, so we do actually have a little oopsie problem right here. As you can see, there's like little dots. That's very easy to get rid of, guys. Don't worry. I'm pretty sure it's easy to get rid of. You just get your eraser and you just do away with them. It's not that difficult. It's not that difficult. Just do away with those little dots. Who needs dots anymore? Who needs dots in life? It's dots like you that make me hate life. Let's find these like little bulges up here. Yes, I am the bulge finder. I like to find bulges, not just on Photoshop. Told you guys, R-rated. We're going R-rated now. No more PG freaking 13 stuff anymore. This is R-rated. We're getting real up in here. Then go back to stroke. We're gonna turn this up a bit. That looks pretty damn good. I'm not gonna lie. That looks pretty sexy, guys. That looks pretty sexy. So now what you guys can do now is you guys can just add the number. So if you're making a series out of something, you can just literally do like number 1 or whatever. So like number 1 up here. Ew. Hi. Okay. Number 1. Size it up, size it up, size it up. My ear's itching. We're gonna position it, because position is key to everything, if you know what I mean. We're gonna change the font. I'm gonna change it to, let's change it to SF Fedora. So yes, that looks pretty sexy. That looks pretty freaking sexy, guys. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that sexy little number 1 up there. That's so sexy. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna change the color of it. Since I'm a blue kind of person, since blue is my favorite color, we're gonna go with the blue style. Go to stroke. Freaking make that number 1 have a stroke of 13. And there we go. So that's pretty much how you make a thumbnail. That's pretty much how I make my thumbnails. And that seems pretty, that's, you know, fairly relevant, or not relevant, fairly, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, identical, I guess. I mean, of course it's not identical, because this is Skywars, this is survival games. I mean, come on, I'm not crazy, guys. Don't put me in a nursing home. But you guys can see how I mean with, like, the characters being animated and whatnot. So yeah, I mean, it's okay in my opinion. I mean, that looks pretty good. But yes, guys, that's how I make my thumbnails. I don't know how other YouTubers make their thumbnails, but that's how I make my thumbnails. Of course, you can literally make this however you want. You know, this is not an actual thumbnail unless someone wants it. I mean, if someone wants to use my skin, feel free to. I mean, I'm not gonna be using this anytime soon. I'm not a survival games person. Screw survival games. That game's for like tryhards. It's funny because I've played that before, so apparently I'm a tryhard. But yeah, guys, this is not an actual thumbnail, so of course, you know, no one's gonna be using this. But this is just an example, so don't freak out and be like, oh my god, you dare put that on YouTube? You dare make someone like suffer from that horrible graphic designing? I don't know. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much how I make my thumbnails. I don't know about all these other YouTubers. I know they have like other people make thumbnails for them. Like, for example, I know Captain Sparkles makes his survival game thumbnails, or he doesn't make them, but he gets someone to make them. His name's Fins Graphics. That's I have nothing to say about that guy, because his graphic art designing stuff is really cool. I really enjoy that. It's 10 times better than these just freaking graphics that you get off of Google Images. Oh, Jesus. Alright, guys, well, that's going to be it for this video. If you guys found this video enjoyable or helpful in any way, a rating would be totally boss. So please be sure to give it a like if you did enjoy it or find it helpful. And if you guys want to see more videos like this, then be sure to give that subscribe button a gentle slap and join the awesomeness, guys. With that all being said, I will see you all in my next video. Laid out.